Hi everyone, welcome to the Road Wild. Today I'm going to talk about the things that I'm not going to be taking on my 2022 Appalachian Trail through hike. A lot of these things had become in favor with other hikers via social media like Facebook and YouTube, where all these recommendations are made, and people who really don't know a whole lot about gear get things that they definitely don't need. It's kind of funny that when you're ready and you're planning a through hike, you get into all the detail of all this gear and how every little piece of gear does this and that and how important it is. And it comes down to when it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon and you've been hiking for 10 hours and you're sweating bullets. You don't care about your gear. You just care about getting to the next rest stop or a place where you can have some water. Gear's definitely important, don't get me wrong, but a lot of it's unnecessary, and people tell you you need it, you're going to die without it, and it's just not true. So I'm going to go over a few things that I've learned that aren't necessary. This is strictly my opinion. Definitely hike your own hike. If you want to bring this stuff, bring it, but it's going to add weight. So, anyway, I'm not bringing a bear canister. It's the Appalachian Trail. If you see bear, it's going to be from a distance. And if they want your food, they're going to get it. There's one place before Neal's Gap where you need a bear canister if you camp at a certain shelter. Most people just bypass it and go a little further. And that's the only place you need a bear canister at the beginning. And if you make it further, you'll figure it out, believe me. So don't worry about it so much at the beginning. A bear canister is big, bulky, and heavy. You don't need it. I'm not bringing a Sawyer squeeze. When I first started hiking back in the 70s, I guess, Pure Hiker, the pure water filters were really popular. The pump squeeze kind, where you put the hose in the water and you pumped and pumped and pumped and you got your water. And then a couple of decades later, we got the Sturry pen, which was an ultraviolet wand that you stirred in the water and it supposedly sterilized it. And they broke all the time. And now you have the Sawyer squeeze, and everybody has to have the Sawyer squeeze and the flush bag and all the other stuff. I've been using a product called Aquamira for probably 30 years. It comes in 2 parts, 2 little bottles about this big. You put 7 drops of each in your water, wait 15 minutes, and you're pretty much purified against everything, including Giardia. It's not going to get the microbacteria, but I'm not so sure the Sawyer squeeze is going to get it either. You do have to worry about what we call floaties in the water, little pieces of debris. If that bothers you, you can filter it out or you can deal with it because you are a woodsman and you're in the woods now, so you're tough and you can handle that dirt under your fingernails, right? I'm not going to bring a Garmin inReach. I'm sorry, I'm not hiking the Himalayas. I think it's totally overkill. You're on the Appalachian Trail. You're within shouting distance of most towns. Cell phone coverage along the way, almost everywhere. And people are going to you're going to meet probably 100 people a day on the trail. And they're all going to be probably carrying a Garmin inReach. So you're certainly not going to need one. You have any trouble, someone else will have it. But truthfully, nobody needs it. People have gotten along fine without it for like decades. It's great, using new technology, but use it when it's necessary. It's like Jurassic Park. Just because we can clone dinosaurs doesn't mean we necessarily should. Okay? As far as the cell phone goes, I'm keeping it off most of the time. And I'll use it as a cell phone when I'm in camp in private where I'm not disturbing somebody else. I'm not bringing a deuce of spades. I'm going to bring something else. It's called a stick. And there's a whole bunch out there because we're in the woods. You don't need a spade, guys. At least I haven't. There are plenty of sticks out there. You dig a cat hole, you do your business, you're fine. And then you throw away the stick. But do remember that if you see sanitary wipes, make sure you pack those out because they're not biodegradable like toilet paper. As I said before, I'm not bringing gut hooks or far out. I believe I mentioned that. I think the printed AT guide will be more than sufficient. Like I said, I'm not going to have my phone on and waste batteries. So I'm not going to bring the charger either. I'm pretty much just going to wing it in that regard. I will have some electronics and a charger for my phone, but, you know, I'm not going to be slathering myself in social media when I'm on the trail. I'm not going to bring an umbrella. I don't know where that came from. Nobody used to use umbrellas on the AT. There was one woman she used an umbrella all the time, and it was so uncommon. She was called the umbrella lady. You know, people used umbrellas during the desert section of the PCT, but I don't know where this phenomenon of using umbrellas on the AT has come from. You're going to get wet. You're going to get wet. You're going to get wet. Umbrellas are also bulky. They're clunky. I don't want one. If you want one, you like it, use it by all means. I think it's overkill. I'm not bringing a ghost whisperer. Most ultralighters rave over this jacket. You know, I ordered one and it was $243 on sale. And it seemed like a very fragile creature to me. You know, 7 or 10 denier nylon for a down jacket it's not sufficient for me. I like my Patagonia 20 denier puffy down. I think it's much more substantial and much more worth the money and much better in insulating. And I'll go over my gear in another video so you know what I have decided to take. I'm not bringing anything Nemo. It's not because I don't like Nemo. I just don't own anything Nemo. It is humorous because Nemo did not exist a while ago. Big Agnes was really, really big for the people that were kind of not ultralight, but kind of like trying to be lightweight. And Big Agnes is still fairly big, but I mean, Nemo, what, with the tent, the sleeping pad, the sleeping bags. Now they're really popular. I guess they're good gear. So I'm just not bringing anything green like that. I haven't drank the Kool-Aid, the Z-Packs Kool-Aid. I am bringing a duplex. In my opinion, it's the best ultralight tent. Hands down, it just is. In my opinion, I'll discuss it in another video. The other Z-Pack stuff, I'm not thrilled about. The Arc Blast, I think it's very fragile. I actually bought one. The frame looked very fragile and chintzy. I was really surprised. People have trouble with it. People don't have trouble with it. People have trouble with a myriad of gear. So if you have a piece of gear, somebody had trouble with it and somebody loved it and is going to rave about it. And I think I did say I'm not bringing the Anchor charger because I don't plan on using my phone a whole lot. So that's it. You know, guys, do what you want to do. Truly, hike your own hike. But a lot of this stuff is hype, and it just gets perpetuated over social media, and it's a lot of weight, and it's unnecessary. And remember, we do pack our insecurities and our fears. I'm afraid of being cold, so that's why I don't wear a ghost whisperer. Till next time, thanks for watching The Road Wild. Hope you enjoy.